From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the News Blast for this hour. In the face of the anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion environment, LGBTQ plus small business owners have remained resilient and are actually starting businesses in record numbers. Some 10% of entrepreneurs who started their own businesses last year identified as LGBTQ, a milestone and a 50% increase from 2023, according to a recent survey from a small business software company, Gusto. That brings the LGBTQ entrepreneurship representation in line with the general population, the company said. For too long, LGBTQ entrepreneurs have faced barriers to capital, visibility, and opportunity, Nick Temper, Gusto's senior economist, said in an email. Reaching parity in business creation shows that more LGBTQ people are not only stepping into entrepreneurship, but doing so on their own terms, building companies rooted in care, autonomy, and community. About a third of LGBTQ entrepreneurs said they started a business so they can be a positive influence on their community. For 38-year-old Lizette Briggs, who goes by Liz Whalen, opening her hair salon, Rebel in Libertyville, Illinois, was a way to give a safe space to her clients. She started her former business with co-worker Ashley Levin in 2020 after working in the industry for several years. The salon they worked for at the time was very conservative, Whalen said. I have a lot of genderqueer, non-binary, and trans clients, and they definitely did not feel comfortable there. So it was not a good fit for me, she explained. We wanted a more inclusive space. Whalen isn't feeling any of the effects of the backlash against DEI and only feels support from her clients and her community, including a local LGBTQ plus center. They support us, we support them, Whalen said. It's really a beautiful thing to see everybody come together and support our little business. The economic impact is $1.7 trillion. Jonathan Lovitz, Senior Vice President of Campaigns and Communications at the Human Rights Campaign, said that is emblematic of the community across the board in the face of any anti-DEI efforts or cuts to small business funding. President Donald Trump has signed executive orders targeting DEI programs in both business and the public sector. The administration has also proposed cuts to the Small Business Administration. LGBT business owners are extraordinarily resilient, Lovett said. The average American small business goes under around the 5-year mark, but those that are certified LGBTQ plus are, on average, 12 years or older, he noted. They're already good at sticking it out through the tough times, Lovitz added. Pendulum swings back and forth on government and corporate support, but these companies are thriving because they're great companies. In fact, LGBTQ-owned businesses, as we said earlier, contribute $1.7 trillion to the United States economy, according to the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce. Danielle Stinger, who owns Dandy Cleaning and Organizing in Atlanta, Georgia, is one of those businesses. Stinger, who is a 37-year-old and also considers herself pansexual, started her business in 2022 after doing it as a side hustle for years. In the political environment that we are in, especially with the last election, I have lost clients because of my choice in the LGBTQ community, and good riddance, said Stinger, who is currently in a relationship with a man after an 8-year relationship with a woman. However, she's also found a lot of support. The great thing about being your own business owner is that you're allowed to choose. You get to choose who you work with and who you don't work with, she said. Gusto's Tremper said that is a benefit that many in the community likely crave. LGBTQ founders were 30% more likely than non-LGBTQ founders to say that they started their business in order to be their own boss, he said. They could signal a desire for more autonomy, but for traditionally marginalized groups, it's also possible that they're starting a business to avoid discrimination, either overt or more subtle in the traditional workplace. That's the News Blast at this hour. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.